everybody, it's time for, once again, with the spoiler moments of my top 10 best movie plot twists of all time. So let's get this started. For the last 5 biggest plot twists I'll never forget in movie history. So let's get this started. At number 5, coming soon of this year of 2015, I will do my next anime movie review of Perfect Blue. Oh yeah, Perfect Blue. If you guys have or haven't seen that anime movie that came from like 1997 or 1998, I don't know, but I will do that movie review maybe somewhere around the spring or the summertime. I'm not so sure, but I will get into it very, very soon. Okay, for this big giant plot twist I will tell you about, it took place at the near end of the movie, where Mima's finally found out of who this virtual Mima is, and why the heck is she stalking her for all this time in the movie. And the most big giant plot twist is that her best friend Rumi is the virtual Mima. And I was like, no. Why, Rumi? Why? Why did you betray your best friend like that? After she began to quit to become a pop idol and start to become an actress. How dare you betray her all this time? And to tell you the truth is, when I saw that part like in the near end of the movie where Mima's not really in a room, this is virtual Mima's room, and there was this weird mirror image where you did see virtual Mima wearing this red dress, and then you see the other half of the mirror, you see Ruby, and she looks kind of hideous with that dress. Oh, heck no. If you guys have or haven't seen Perfect Blue, just check out that movie right now. It's gonna mess your head up or something. But it deserves to be one of the best anime movies of all time. That involves good mystery. I'm going to do that movie review very, very soon. But it deserves to be at number 5. Okay, at number 4. Here's the most biggest surprising plot twist that nobody's never going to see ever in movie history. So anyway, for number 4 goes to Taken 3. Oh yeah, I guess nobody never seen this coming. I decided to add this movie plot twist on the list. And this is one of the most biggest surprising movie moments I will never forget in movie history. And it came from that no good, arrogant, rich man named Stuart. Lenore's real ex-husband. I really hate that guy to death. And I finally began to know what his real secret is. So for the biggest movie plot twist ever is that Stuart is the main villain of the movie. And he's the one who had killed Lenore. And I was shocked. How could Stuart do such a thing? But I am very darn happy that he is really the main villain of the movie. And there's going to be a background story of this awful rich man, the reason why that he's so darn rich. I can't believe it. This whole mess is truly his fault for tearing the Mills family apart. And he's the one who tore up Brian and Lenore's relationship so they'll never be together. How curse that stupid, ugly rich man Stuart. I'm gonna take that guy down for the count, if you know what I mean. I am so darn mad. I wish Lenore didn't die, and I wish she should never marry that stupid, awful rich man Stuart. I just wish Lenore should just divorce Stuart for good and just go back to Brian. And for once, let's see Brian and Lenore have sex. I want to see them having sex so badly. For real, if you know what I mean. Sadly, I don't have my Kit Kat bar wrap with me for this video. So yeah, finding out that Stuart is the real villain for Taken 3 deserves to be at number 4. And now, ladies and dudes, let's head on to the top 3 best movie plot twists of all time. And all 3 of these good plot twist movies that came from my top 3 best surprising movie moments of all time in movie history. Yep, all 3 of them are coming back in this list. So, let's get this started. And number 3 goes to Castle in the Sky. I will say, out of all these good old Miyazaki films that I've seen, from Nausicaa, The Valley of the Wind, to Ponyo, I haven't seen The Wind Rises yet, but I will see it very, very soon in the later on future. I will say that Castle in the Sky is the only Miyazaki film I know that has a really excellent plot twist. And to tell you the truth, ladies and dudes, there were only 3 main plot twists that I did found in this movie. Just 3 main plot twists. The first plot twist came from Sheeta, as Sheeta tried to tell Patsu the truth of what kind of a person that she really is. But sadly, Muska is the one who told her the truth, that she is one of the last survivors of Laputa and one of the last surviving royal heir to the throne of Laputa. So that means that Sheeta is a princess, and she needs, I think the true mission is they need to take her back home and try to be the next heir to the throne and try to restore Laputa or something like that. Yeah, that's the first main plot twist in the movie, is that Sheeta is really the princess of Laputa. The second main plot twist came from those pirates. To tell you the truth is, when I first saw that movie, I thought the pirates were really the big bad guys in the movie. Maybe like the second best bad guys in the movie. But in this movie, they're not really bad guys at all. They are truly the main good guys of the story. And they want to help out Patsu and Sheeta to go to the sky and find the missing place of Laputa. So yeah, the pirates are really the good guys of the movie, and I did not notice it until I watched it all the way through to this movie. And for the third main plot twist, as you may know, I really hate Muska. He's one of the worst villains of all time, but there's only one thing I do like about this character, is he does have a plot twist. And this main plot twist is that he's also one of the surviving members of the Laputan kind, and he's also born in royal blood. So that means he's also, he's some type of prince, but he wants to become the king of Laputa. And, you know, conquer the world and all that stuff. So yeah, 3 main plot twists that happen in one good movie. And that's why Castle in the Sky deserves to be at number 3. For number 2 goes to one of the best superhero films of all time, called Wolverine. And yes, ladies and dudes, Wolverine only has 2 main plot twists in this movie. Just 2. But only gonna pick one good movie's plot twist that is really good to me. And it took place at that after credit scene. You know, the part where Wolverine is on the airport, and I think he's trying to go somewhere. I have no idea where he's going. But the surprising thing is, the whole entire thing for the airport just stops. People are not moving. You could see a couple of things moving here and there, and Wolverine turned around and he finally saw an old friend of ours, Magneto. I was thinking that Magneto will be there on the airport, and he asked Wolverine for his help, but Magneto's not the only one who's gonna get help from Wolverine, but there was another guy coming in, and we were so darn surprised that this guy had finally came back to life after what had happened from the X-Men The Last Stand. So the biggest plot twist I ever seen in movie history is we finally found out that Professor X is still alive. And I was like, no way. That can't be. He might be a ghost or something. Is this all a dream? Am I seeing things? How the heck did Professor X survive? After all, Jean Grey was the one who killed him from The Last Stand. But we already know from that little credit scene from The Last Stand that he was truly alive all this time. By some type of mutant power thing or whatever. So yep, the main plot twist is for Wolverine that Professor X is still alive. And I did not see it coming. And that's why it deserves to be at number 2. And finally, the number 1 best plot twist ever in movie history goes to Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I frickin' love this movie to death. It had a great storyline, has great characters, has fantastic animation, great live action stuff, really good score. And one of the best movies out there that has a great plot twist. But there's only 2 best plot twists I do enjoy this movie. It took place around the near end of the film and close to the end of the movie. For the near end of the movie is finding out who Judge Doom really is, while he's going to show it to Eddie Valiant for the very first time that he's not really a human being at all. He is truly a tune. And that was one of the best surprising movie moments of all time, is that Eddie Valiant's going to meet his enemy at long last, the one who had killed his brother from the last 5 years ago. That was a really good plot twist. And the second main plot twist of the movie is somewhere around close to the end of the film. As the part where Roger Rabbit's going to finally read that love letter that he wrote for his lovely wife. And there was a little part that the ink showed up in the paper, and well, I will say the main plot twist for that one is that Eddie Valiant and Roger Rabbit were the ones who were holding Marvin Acme's will for this whole entire time in the movie. And that was definitely one of the best movie plot twists I have ever seen in my life, is where the main heroes had kept Marvin Acme's will for this whole entire time without Judge Doom noticing it. It was so darn surprising and yet so darn shocking, but in a good way, of course. So anyway, the 2 best plot twists that came from Who Framed Roger Rabbit deserves to be the number 1 best movie plot twist of all time, period. Alright, there you go, ladies and dudes. Those are my top 10 favorite movie plot twists of all time. I hope you enjoyed this list. And tell me, ladies and dudes, what is your most favorite movie plot twist of all time? Something that's really, really good to you. Well, whichever it is, leave a comment there, let me know, and join me next time on my next top 10 list to come as I do my top 10 best memorable supporting movie characters of all time, or my top 10 most favorite memorable movies of all time, and you'll get the rest. So be prepared for my next ones to come. I will see you all later. Sayonara.